EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round one. We've got a tie at the top at 3 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer looking to get off to a hot start and maybe make an early move up the AM leaderboard. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect and a good result as well. So after that bomb of a drive, this his second to the par 4. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. This will slide a bit right. It's for birdie. Yeah, that's a good putt. It's a birdie here at 1. And he's very quickly to 1 under par. Frank, this whole area of the country, Monterey, Carmel, 17-mile drive, just such a stunning setting for golf. We're just taking a nice drive with the emerald green fairway set against the ocean blue. It's just ideal. But talk to me about playing the course, Pebble Beach. What should a young golfer like this keep in mind when teeing it up for the first time as a professional?
Rich, it's a... obvious there, but side hill lies when you play it towards the Pacific, and then you sort of beat your way around the golf course. The beautiful downhill par 3 7th. I know it's talked about and it's photographed, but that's where you start scratching your head and like, do I have the right club? And that's a feeling you get at Pebble so often around this golf course. But I mentioned 7, so I've got to mention 8, 9, and 10. In my opinion, they're the 3 best par 4s in a row in any golf course I've ever seen. I mean, they're beautiful driving holes and iron play, but, you know, Pebble's about the experience, but it's also about the legacy that this golf course has for America. So to compete at Pebble is one thing. To play well at Pebble, well, that's another thing as well.
Well, that was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round than this. It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. Well, Frank, here we are at the 3rd. Severe dog leg left, and I'm just curious how much of that dog leg the big hitters might think about chewing off.
Rich, the game has changed so much. If there's a hint of a breeze behind, I mean, really, have a crack at it with a driver. It's about 350 yards, really, to the front edge of the green. But if not, you've got to negotiate those 3 bunkers on the right side. And, well, depending on what club you want to have to head off the tee, decide which one of those bunkers you want to aim at.
It seemed like the smart play was to go with the 3-wood, hoping for a little more accuracy, but instead, this is going to be in the bunker.
Yeah, it doesn't quite get on the green, but it was a long and difficult bunker shot, so a sharp short game would be needed right now.
Three under on the day. Well, this is where Pebble Beach starts to look like Pebble Beach in all its glory and magnificent beauty. It's only 333 yards. Off the tee, you can hit driver, maybe make an eagle, knock it up on the green. We have seen guys do that. Or you can play it safe, long iron off the tee. Either way, you're thinking 3 at 4. That's the kind of swing you want to break down and study. Perfect tempo on the backswing, club head pointing to the target, and then just an explosion through impact. Very well done. Nothing wrong with that. Inside of 5 feet. Nicely done. 4 feet now for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. One last look at the leaderboard, Frank. Our featured golfer down, but not out after day 1.
Yeah, they might have to take the standing 8, though, or hit the reset button. This can easily go the wrong way very quickly. Tomorrow, important round.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From beautiful Pebble Beach, California, it's live second-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Well, let's face it, Mother Nature's just showing off this week. Pebble Beach, one of the crown jewels of American sport in all its glory. As we look at the Friday leaderboard, we've got a tie at the very top at 4 under. Oof. The tee shot collected here now, a short one for his second. Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie.
10-foot putt left.
Good roll there. That's in for birdie. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. First par 3 of the round, and Frank, I'm reminded of the great history that Jack Nicklaus has here at Pebble Beach, and that goes well beyond what he did as a player.
Well, that's for sure. And we know his playing credentials, but he won the second of his 2 U.S. amateurs here in 1961. Actually said that was the best he ever hit the golf ball, but his legacy really as a designer, you see right here in front of you. I never got to play the old 5th hole, which is further left, but this is an absolute beast. It plays around 190 yards, very narrow green, and that is a cliff on the right, believe me.
That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And a bit of concern here coming straight down the hill, but one thing in his favor, there isn't a whole lot of break.
That one just going to sneak on by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain 3 shots off the pace. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5 6th. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. We'll remind you that coming up next week, we move from the serenity of the Pacific Ocean here at Pebble Beach to a scene that will be anything but calm. That is the Waste Management Phoenix Open down at TPC Scottsdale. Frank, I always think different venues, sort of different soundtracks. Pebble is crashing waves with Argyle sweaters. The Waste Management Phoenix Open, it's like a nightclub in Prague at about 2 in the morning.
And I've been to Prague too, yeah. Except Prague doesn't have the 700,000 people. It's the greatest gate. Some say the greatest show on grass. It really is. That 16th hole, I'll tell you just one quick little story. Tom Watson, in his heyday with the late Bruce Edwards on the bag, it was the one hole he changed his routine. He would get Bruce to go ahead to the tee, all those people around, and he'd just say, give me the club and hit it. That was the one time he broke tradition. It's absolute frenzy at Scottsdale.
Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he moves it to 2 under par. Tee at number 7, and Frank, this is the shortest hole in championship golf. It is also one of the most beautiful holes in championship golf.
Yeah, it certainly is, and people assume that short is easy, but just look how small that target is.
Yeah, that's a good spot right there, and a chance now for a birdie here at 7. This is a 13-footer. Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he will definitely not say no to that. So after a wonderful Thursday and Friday of golf, our featured player is only a shot back at the end of day 2.
The end of 36 holes, but the beginning of the weekend, Rich, which, I mean, is going to be exciting to say the least. Can they go all the way this week?
Till next time, for our entire cast and crew, I'm Rich Lerner. This has been a presentation of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From breathtaking Pebble Beach, California, it's live third-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Beautiful weather here in this early February fixture for golf fans, and if you're locked in winter's vice grip, well, this represents a bit of hope on the horizon as we check the leaderboard. Cameron Young from Wake Forest is your leader. He's at 4 under par. Time to head out to the course as we pick things up on the tee at the long par 5 6th. Maybe some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. It was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
Wonderful tee shot here. Biggest challenge is you cannot see the pin sitting on the green. Gonna have to pick out a point along the edge of the cliffs to get the ball on line.
Okay, that worked out really well. Not quite on the green, but certainly in a spot where you can make a birdie. So maybe an opportunity here from just off the front of the green. This is for eagle. Just 6 feet left for the birdie. Okay, nicely played. That's in for birdie here at 6. Will certainly help the cause. Frank, there are certain spots in sport that kind of steal your breath. Starters gate at the Kentucky Derby, home plate at Fenway Park, maybe top of the hill if you ski at Kitzbühel, 7th tee at Pebble Beach. Absolutely is one of those special places.
Just over 100 yards, Rich. It's the ultimate, I don't know, piece of cake. Where that's what it looks like, but then you try and taste it, and you want a little more, and then you realize that you're just bitten off more than you can chew.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Now chipping up to the putting surface for this, his second shot. Well, those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Oh, you're kidding. This game's unfair sometimes. That looked in the whole way. That one in. It is a bogey here at the 7th. And he'll fall back to 1 under par. Now to one of the most picturesque par fours in the world, the 8th hole here at Pebble Beach. Jack Nicklaus, who won the U.S. Open here, called it simply the greatest second shot to a par four anywhere in the world. That one got up into the wind, no driver necessary, and that'll be just fine. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. It requires precision execution.
That's got to be disappointing. Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker. Safely out of the bunker, but still a little bit of work left. I think you'd like to see that a little closer. Nope. That one finished off. It's a bogey here at number 8. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. Frank, as you know, depending on the time of year, you could see gray whales out on Carmel Bay, sea otters feeding on abalone, sea lions sunbathing on the rocks, or you could see none of it because this 9th hole absolutely demands your full attention.
Well, there's a different sort of mammal trying to play this hole. That first bunker on the left side, that shouldn't be in play, but this hole tilts so much from left to right, I think it sort of funnels you towards the sea otters and the whales.
That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Getting some sand in the shoes now for a second straight hole. He's in the bunker. Gonna have to try and give this a good thump to fly it to the hole. Yeah, that's a really good shot. Had a nice upslope to work within the bunker. Always makes it an easier shot, able to take advantage of it. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Starting the backside with a 444-yard par 4 10th, the last in this stretch along Carmel Bay, offering the widest fairway at Pebble, feeding left to right toward the water. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony and a great result in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. Ooh, and that went straight down. That's going to be tough from there. That's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay.